A shudder runs through the Doctor. The accident has cracked his facade, exposing raw vulnerability. He is not invincible. He needs others. From the shadows emerges Milan Kolash, a beacon of seeming kindness. But behind that gentle smile lurks a secret, a thread woven into Peter Kepik's dark tapestry. The ruins of a Turkish neighborhood stand as a silent testament to conflict and displacement. A history of violence lingers in the air, a chilling prelude to the storm brewing within Frankfurt. Within the Jarasit Hotel, a symphony of cultures intertwines. Despite their differences, these souls find solace in shared meals and laughter, a fragile harmony threatened by the encroaching darkness. The scent of spices awakens memories. Tenma's Japanese heritage whispers through him, a connection to a past life that may hold the key to unraveling the chaos surrounding him. Longing for normalcy gnaws at Dr. Tenma's soul. A simple meal, shared laughter. These are precious relics from a life stolen by trauma, reminders of the joy he desperately seeks. Peter Kepik, a predator in human form, spins his web of manipulation. His words are venom, designed to sow discord and unleash chaos upon the unsuspecting. Milan's innocence shines through, a flickering candle in the encroaching darkness. He clings to hope, dreaming of a future free from Kepik's insidious grasp. The seeds of darkness are sown. Peter Kepik preys on vulnerable minds, twisting innocence into despair, leaving a trail of shattered lives in his wake. A veil lifts, revealing the chilling truth behind Peter Kepik's actions. His motives remain shrouded in mystery, but the violence he unleashes is a testament to his depravity. The weight of Kepik's cruelty crushes innocent lives. 5 souls extinguished, their families left drowning in grief, a chilling echo of the carnage to come. Driven by righteous fury, Milan vows vengeance. The grief that burns within him fuels a promise: Peter Kepik will pay for his sins. Even amidst the shadows, a glimmer of hope persists. Milan clings to his dream of a brighter future, shared with Tung, a testament to the enduring power of friendship. Slowly, Tenma begins to heal. The simple act of making paper airplanes with Milan rekindles his spirit, a fragile spark amidst the encroaching darkness. Danger whispers in Tenma's ear. He feels the weight of Kepik's influence growing, a sense of impending doom hanging heavy over him. The confrontation is inevitable. A chilling truth washes over Tenma. He sees, with agonizing clarity, his own hand in bringing Kepik, a monster unleashed upon the world, to Germany. The weight of this realization crushes him, a guilt so profound it threatens to consume him whole. This sets the stage for a final, inevitable confrontation, a reckoning for the sins of Tenma's past. A flicker of humanity amidst the darkness. A revelation strikes Tenma with the force of a thunderbolt. Kepik was once a man of compassion. This echoes through him, a haunting reminder of the fragility of goodness and the insidious power of circumstance to warp even the purest heart. Tenma wrestles with his own soul. Justice screams for vengeance, yet he yearns for peace. The lives lost, the innocent blood spilled, a chorus of agony in his ears. He knows that killing Kepik will not bring back the dead, but the flames of duty burn within him, compelling him to act. Milan's words cut deep, a blade forged in grief and fury. The pain is palpable, raw and searing. He lays bare the truth: Tenma's actions led to the slaughter of his family, a nightmare fueled by the flames of revenge. In the crucible of his own anguish, Tenma finds redemption. He shoulders the burden of responsibility, acknowledging the depths of his sin. It is a confession born from remorse, a testament to his capacity for self-reflection. Milan's final words echo with the inevitability of fate. He has been irrevocably shaped by Tenma's actions, a puppet dancing to the strings of a tragic past. His path is set, leading him towards a confrontation that feels both inevitable and agonizing. Amidst the encroaching storm, Tenma stands resolute. He faces the chaos with unwavering resolve, his heart a furnace of determination. His aim is clear: to confront Kepik and prevent further bloodshed, even at the cost of his own life. Milan acknowledges the profound connection that binds him to Tenma, a twisted brotherhood forged in shared trauma. Despite their diverging paths, they remain inextricably linked, 2 souls forever haunted by the ghosts of the past. In this moment of darkness, Tenma finds solace in the simple pleasures. He seeks comfort in the familiar routine of making food, a reminder of normalcy amidst the chaos that threatens to consume him. The news report shatters the fragile peace. A chilling revelation surfaces. Kapik is not just a lone wolf but potentially a harbinger of terror, responsible for multiple acts of violence. The world shrinks, consumed by fear and uncertainty. The stark contrast between the mundane dinner conversation and the grim news report highlights the fragile line separating everyday life from the abyss of violence. The world teeters on the precipice, and innocence is easily shattered. A chilling whisper carries across the silence, a sentence that hangs heavy in the air, casting a long shadow over Tenma's future. It speaks of an insidious threat, a connection to forces beyond comprehension. A sense of unease lingers in the air, thick with foreboding. Words spoken like ancient prophecies, hinting at a hidden world of power and darkness that threatens to engulf Tenma and everything he holds dear. The final lines echo through the darkness, a haunting reminder of the cyclical nature of violence. A chilling prophecy whispered into existence, a testament to the enduring power of darkness that threatens to consume all hope. Her voice cracks with raw emotion, a desperate plea echoing the unyielding love that binds her to her child. Even as shadows of doubt creep in, she clings to the fragile hope that he may still be alive. The weight of her husband's absence crushes her, transforming a mother's grief into a burning inferno of vengeance. This is no longer a lament, it is the birth of a war. His words drip with chilling indifference, revealing a soul devoid of compassion. The very concept of human life holds no sway over this man. He sees only subjects in his twisted experiment. Names mere whispers to a man consumed by ambition. He dismisses their individuality with cold calculation, reducing them to tools in his grotesque experiment. He chooses names that resonate with power and darkness. Franz Bonaparte, Johann, a chilling premonition of the storm these children will unleash upon the world. Driven by an unyielding love, she fights for her children's freedom, a desperate escape through the labyrinthine bowels of the facility. Her strength wanes as she stumbles into the light, the escape of victory marred by exhaustion and pain. The horrors of the experiment have taken their toll. Johann's loyalty is a shield against darkness. He stands defiant, ready to protect his brother at any cost, a bond forged in adversity. Even within this sterile, cold world, humanity flickers. A flicker of compassion amidst the brutality, a scientist swayed by the mother's plight. Terror consumes her, every breath a struggle as she fights for survival and desperately seeks to shield her children from the darkness that surrounds them. The seeds of rebellion are sown. Johann's cry for justice echoes through the halls, a promise of vengeance against those who have wronged him. His words are a web spun to control the narrative, manipulating perception and twisting truth into a weapon. A shared past binds them, a common thread woven through their destinies. But this connection is a fragile one, poised on the precipice of conflict. Like a phantom whispering across time, Kenzo's final message echoes through Tenma's soul, a chilling revelation of a hidden bond between Johann and himself, entwined in tragedy. It ignites within Tenma a burning oath to pursue Johann, fueled by the searing guilt of his past actions and an unwavering sense of obligation. In a world consumed by darkness, Eva shines as a beacon of compassion. Her empathy for the innocent, her role as protector, stands in stark contrast to Johann's destructive nature. Tenma, despite his brilliance, finds solace and vulnerability in her presence, a poignant reminder that even the strongest amongst us need support. Tenma's spirit cracks under the weight of his relentless pursuit. Despair claws at him, revealing his growing helplessness against Johann's insidious influence. He begins to grasp the true depths of Johann's manipulation, a chilling realization that shakes him to his core. Johann, a master puppeteer, spins a web of deceit. He tempts Tenma with promises of information, exploiting his desperation and guilt. This dance between two powerful men foreshadows their ongoing struggle for control, a battle that will determine the fate of countless lives. The cycle of violence spins relentlessly, casting its shadow upon innocent lives. Tenma, caught in the crossfire, grapples with his conscience. Justice and compassion clash within him, leaving him torn between two irreconcilable forces. Amidst the chaos, Johann maintains an eerie calm, a chilling display of control. He orchestrates normalcy even in his most sinister moments, manipulating through seemingly innocent actions. A terrifying glimpse into the mind of a monster. Johann's gaze lingers on the children at the Three Frogs orphanage, a flicker of darkness in his eyes. The past unravels whispers of manipulation and control over these vulnerable souls. The truth behind Johan's motives remains shrouded in mystery. A sense of foreboding hangs heavy in the air. A chilling undercurrent suggests that fate has already woven a tragic tapestry for those connected to Johan. Their lives seem predetermined, trapped within his web of destruction. A glimmer of hope emerges in the darkness. Tenma and Eva contemplate adopting the children, a selfless act that could offer them sanctuary from Johan's grasp. Redemption through compassion becomes a beacon guiding their path. Guilt gnaws at Tenma, a constant reminder of his past failings. His desire to atone for his mistakes burns brightly, fueled by the devastating consequences of Johan's actions. He is consumed by the emotional weight of their intertwined destinies. Johan, a masterful manipulator, tightens his grip on Tenma. He exploits his vulnerabilities, orchestrating events to fulfill his own twisted agenda. Their fates are irrevocably linked, a dangerous dance with unimaginable consequences. Johan's confession chills Tenma to the bone, a chilling revelation of ruthless intent and an undeniable willingness to harm anyone who stands in his way. The stakes become crystal clear. Tenma must stop Johan before more innocent lives are lost. Reality itself bends under Johan's influence. His psychological manipulation distorts truth and sanity. Tenma descends further into despair as he confronts the horrifying nature of Johan's existence. A glimpse into Johan's twisted psyche. He seeks order through chaos, control through destruction. His warped perception of reality reveals a chilling desire for dominance, an ambition that knows no bounds. A chasm of abandonment scars young Tenma. The echoing words of his tormentor pierce through him, a stark reminder of his fractured past. This vulnerability, this raw wound, will fuel his every step forward. His relentless quest for meaning amidst the ruins of his childhood. The cycle of violence spins on, like a corrupted mirror reflecting back the pain inflicted upon it. Johan's victim becomes his perpetrator. A chilling premonition hangs in the air, foreshadowing the darkness that will consume him. In a crucible of compassion, Tenma chooses to rise above his own pain. Despite the echoes of his troubled childhood, he offers a lifeline to Johan. A single act of kindness sets in motion a chain of events that will forever alter their destinies. Conrad's heart is a festering wound, fueled by resentment and rage. His venomous words foreshadow a descent into chaos, a storm brewing that will ultimately devastate the very town he calls home. The seeds of darkness are sown in Wim's soul. The insidious whispers of Johan take root, corrupting his innocence and driving him towards a path of destruction. Tenma's naivete shatters as the brutal reality of Johan's actions unfolds before him. The innocent lives lost, the trail of carnage left in his wake, a chilling revelation that forces Tenma to confront the monstrous truth. Tenma clings to hope, refusing to let go of the belief that Johan can be redeemed. Even as evidence mounts against him, Tenma's unwavering faith becomes his guiding light, pushing him towards a perilous path. Johan's manipulative tendrils reach out, subtly twisting the words of others to serve his twisted agenda. He exploits their weaknesses, turning them into unwitting pawns in his deadly game. The true scope of Johan's influence is revealed, a chilling testament to his ability to control and manipulate those around him. Fear becomes a weapon, wielded by Johan to bend wills of others to his sinister purpose. The truth begins to unravel as Tenma uncovers clues that point to Johan's true identity. A flicker of suspicion ignites, leading him down a path fraught with danger and revelation. Johan unveils his mask, revealing the chilling truth behind his facade. The game shifts as Tenma faces the full weight of Johan's manipulation and the sinister forces at play. The concept of the perfect suicide emerges, a chilling blueprint for Johan's grand plan. A dark prophecy hangs over the town, foreshadowing unimaginable consequences. Tenma's resolve hardens as he prepares to confront Johan head-on. The gravity of his actions weighs heavily on him, fueling his determination to seek justice and bring an end to the bloodshed. Tenma delves into Johan's mind, seeking answers amidst the darkness that consumes him. He embraces the shadows, embarking on a journey into the heart of madness. Klaus Popper's true identity is revealed, casting a long shadow over Johan's past. A web of secrets unravels, intertwining their destinies in a tangled knot. A shiver runs down Dr. Tenma's spine as he utters these words, "My logic, it may have been flawed." He stares into the abyss of his own certainty, confronting the terrifying possibility that Johann is not a figment of his imagination, but a chilling reality. Inspector Lunge's eyes blaze with an unyielding fire. His voice echoes through the desolate streets. Johann is real. The town may have forgotten. The world may doubt, but Lunge holds fast to this truth, a beacon of justice in a sea of chaos. Mr. Neumayer's voice cracks as he whispers, "I am not who I seem." The mask slips, revealing the weight of his hidden identity. In this town consumed by deception, even the truth has become a fragile illusion. A shadow falls over Mr. Neumeyer's face. He speaks of death and redemption, his words heavy with the burden of his past. "I've been waiting for judgment. I don't know how to pay." His soul is stained with the sins he cannot escape. He awakens the monster within us. These chilling words pierce the air, revealing the insidious nature of Johann's power. He does not simply kill. He unleashes a primal darkness that consumes the very soul. Tenma clenches his fist, his voice a steel blader. "You won't let you die. I will expose the truth." He vows to unravel Johann's web of deceit, even if it means sacrificing everything. Screams rip through the air. The townspeople plead for salvation, their voices choked with terror. They are caught in a whirlwind of madness, desperate for an escape from the nightmare. Tenma's eyes narrow, his intuition sharpening amidst the chaos. He discerns the pattern, the calculated brutality behind the violence. "There's a mastermind," he whispers, "and I will find him." A flicker of warmth amidst the terror. Grimmer and Tenma share a wary smile, their bond forged in the crucible of this horrifying ordeal. "When this is over," says Grimmer, "we'll have a beer." Mr. Neumeyer's words are like shards of ice, eliminate all those who know, and all those who know his past. Johann's power isn't just in violence, it lies in the erasure of memory, the silencing of truth. A desperate plea echoes through the town, a yearning for peace amidst the turmoil. "Make it home. To your land of harmony. Make it home." A symphony of suffering, laced with hope. A chilling discovery. Conrad's body found before the madness consumed the town. A link between Johann and the unfolding chaos, a piece of the puzzle that could unlock the truth. The screams escalate into panic. "Save the town, who shot you?" The world spins out of control, leaving only confusion and terror in its wake. Thanks for tuning in. Stay curious, stay awesome, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more amazing content. A chill crawls down your spine as the truth is unveiled. Reinhard Dinger, a seemingly ordinary taxi driver, becomes a monstrous figure, the architect of carnage at the convention center. His blood-stained hands have left an indelible mark on this city. Inspector Kenzo Tenma stands on the precipice of retirement, but his past casts a long shadow. As he grapples with the connection between his own career and the chilling case of Dr. Tenma, a haunting question lingers. Can a man truly escape the consequences of his choices? The files whisper tales of terror, a tapestry woven with murder and madness. Reinhard Dinger's name echoes through these pages, each victim another thread in a horrifying pattern. Who is this man, driven by an insatiable hunger for blood? What dark secrets lie buried beneath his facade? Tenma's heart yearns for peace, but justice demands his unwavering attention. As he contemplates retirement, a final act of righteousness beckons to bring closure to a city steeped in darkness. The weight of his duty rests heavy upon him. Dinger speaks, his words dripping with chilling indifference. "They're all scum. That's why I killed them." A twisted logic seeps into the air, revealing a mind consumed by darkness. This confession is not remorse, it is a declaration of war against humanity. A battle of wills unfolds. Dinger's facade of innocence crumbles as Tenma pierces through his carefully constructed lies. The air crackles with tension, a palpable sense that the truth is about to be unveiled. Dinger's story takes a chilling turn. A young boy, a catalyst for darkness, enters the narrative. Could an innocent child have unleashed this monster upon the world? The line between victim and perpetrator blurs in the shadows. Whispers of influence echo through the air. A young boy's words, "People like that are worthless. That is when he unleashed me," cast a dark shadow on Dinger's descent into madness. Who was this boy, and what power did his words hold? A shocking revelation emerges from the darkness. The disappearance of twin girls, Anna Liebert, intertwines with Dr. Tenma's past case, revealing a hidden truth that threatens to unravel everything. Tenma's world shatters. The missing twins are not just another cold case, they are inextricably linked to Dora. Tenma's past. His journey to uncover the truth leads him down a labyrinthine riddled with danger and deception. A shiver runs down your spine as a new element of terror is introduced, a vampire. The line between reality and nightmare blurs, casting an ominous shadow over the investigation. Isenberg prison, a symbol of confinement and despair. A chilling connection emerges. This case is woven into the larger narrative arc surrounding Dr. Tenma. The answers sought lie within its walls. Dinger's true motives remain shrouded in mystery. Is he a lone wolf, driven by madness? Or is he merely a pawn in a sinister game orchestrated by unseen forces? The truth lies hidden beneath layers of deception. The scene fades to black, leaving you on the edge of your seat. A sense of foreboding hangs heavy in the air, a promise of more twists, turns, and unimaginable horrors yet to come. Tenma's words pierce the veil of Johan's monstrous facade, revealing a chilling echo of their shared past. A flicker of recognition ignites between them, hinting at an unbreakable bond forged in darkness. This revelation explodes into the heart of their conflict. Can Tenma truly confront his own creation? Nina's hand, stained with blood, unveils a truth that shatters Tenma's soul. The girl he sought to protect has become the architect of his nightmares, twisting her innocence into a weapon of betrayal. Now, Tenma must navigate a treacherous labyrinth where every step could lead him closer to her chilling manipulation. Inspector Wastebach, his face its with exhaustion and frustration, grapples with the monstrous puzzle before him. The weight of duty crushes him, threatening to engulf his sanity. He is adrift in a sea of shadows, searching for answers that may forever elude him. Dinger's chilling words drip with the venom of indifference. He sees humanity as worthless, disposable pawns in his twisted game. This revelation unveils the dark undercurrent of Dr. Gillen's influence, weaving a web of manipulation that ensnares both victim and perpetrator. Silence speaks volumes between Dinger and Johan. Their shared history hangs heavy in the air, a silent pact forged in darkness. Are they connected by a hidden force, or are they reflections of each other's depravity? Grisham emerges as a haunting spectre, a place where the seeds of destruction were sown. The revelation of Johan and Dinger's intertwined past throws open a Pandora's box, unleashing the full potential for chaos. Inspector Wastebach's wary gaze reflects years spent chasing shadows. He clings to the hope of closure, but the weight of his pursuit threatens to consume him. Retirement offers no solace. The spectre of Johan haunts his dreams. The whispers of a child who was like a monster send chills down our spines. This enigmatic statement unveils a deeper truth about Johan's origins, hinting at the darkness that shaped his soul. Tenma yearns to understand the enigma that is Johan. He seeks solace in answers, desperately trying to unravel the tapestry of their intertwined destinies. Torn between compassion and fear, he walks a tightrope over an abyss. An unseen force manipulates Dinger's actions, whispering its insidious plans into his ear. Reality bends to the will of this shadowy power, blurring the lines between man and puppet. Johan becomes more than a killer, he is the conduit for an ancient evil. Dinger echoes the chilling mantra of his master, "We all understood." His unwavering loyalty to Johan suggests that they are bound by a pact forged in blood, serving a purpose far beyond comprehension. Dinger's words expose the warped logic behind his crimes. He justifies his actions through a twisted sense of morality, deeming his victims worthless. This chilling revelation exposes the fragile nature of humanity and the abyss that separates us from darkness. Johan's shadow stretches across Frankfurt, orchestrating a symphony of violence. Multiple killers dance to his tune, unleashing terror upon an unsuspecting city. The stage is set for a catastrophic finale. Johan's cryptic words reveal his twisted vision, a utopian society built upon the ashes of destruction. He sees kindness as weakness, embracing chaos as the path to enlightenment. His plan threatens to consume everything we hold dear. This exchange reveals Johan's chilling disregard for human life, framing his actions as mere calculations rather than acts of malice. Johan's manipulation of Nina highlights the complex power dynamics at play. He subtly guides her narrative, influencing her perception of events and aligning her with his agenda. This isn't just control, it's a puppeteer pulling the strings of innocence. This revelation exposes the tragic cycle of revenge that fuels the narrative. Kolash's death, driven by vengeance, underscores the devastating consequences of hatred and retribution. Like a wildfire, revenge consumes everything in its path, leaving only ashes in its wake. Tenma's determination to unravel Kepik's involvement signifies a shift in his investigative approach. Driven by both professional duty and personal connection to Johan, Tenma seeks to understand the intricate web of connections. This isn't just a case anymore, it's a labyrinth of secrets leading him closer to the truth. This dialogue underscores the escalating danger surrounding Nina. Kepik's presence and his apparent connection to Johan create a palpable sense of imminent threat. A storm is brewing, and innocent lives are caught in its crosshairs. The ambiguity surrounding the sisters' identity and motivations heightens the suspense. This line hints at a potential betrayal and the possibility of multiple agendas at play. Trust is shattered, leaving only shadows and doubt in its wake. This exchange reveals Eva's desperation and vulnerability. Her fear underscores the brutal reality of the situation and the pervasive sense of danger surrounding her. She is a lone candle flickering in the darkness, fighting against the encroaching shadows. This dialogue unveils a deeply personal connection between Eva and Johan, hinting at a shared past and a complex relationship that transcends simple labels like good and evil. A tangled web of memories binds them together, blurring the lines between love and obsession. Eva's guilt and regret over Martin's death reveal a poignant human dimension within the narrative. Her desire for understanding and absolution adds emotional complexity to her character. Haunted by the past, she seeks redemption in the face of unimaginable tragedy. This statement from Eva reflects a crucial turning point in her narrative arc. She begins to question Johan's true nature, recognizing the potential for darkness and manipulation within him. A crack appears in her illusion, revealing the truth lurking beneath the surface. This line highlights the constant tension between Johan's calculated actions and his ability to evoke strong emotional responses from others. His manipulation of Eva underscores the complexity of their relationship. He plays with her heartstrings, leading her down a path paved with deception. This exchange reveals Kepik's ruthlessness and willingness to use innocent individuals as pawns in his schemes. His disregard for Nina's safety further emphasizes the danger she faces. He is a predator stalking his prey, uncaring of the collateral damage. The revelation that Johan is alive and potentially involved with Kepik adds another layer of complexity to the narrative. It suggests a deeper connection between these two figures, raising questions about their shared motivations and goals. A sinister alliance emerges from the shadows, threatening to engulf everything in its path. This line reveals Eva's understanding of Johan's true nature, recognizing him as both a source of fear and a figure she can't fully escape. It sets the stage for further confrontation and potentially tragic consequences. The truth hangs heavy in the air, casting a long shadow over their intertwined destinies. This exchange suggests Johan's continued manipulation and control over events, even from a distance. His ability to influence others highlights his dangerous presence within the narrative, a puppet master pulling the strings, orchestrating chaos from behind the scenes. Kristoff, revealing his knowledge of Kenzo's past, sets a tense stage for their confrontation. A storm brews in Kristoff's eyes as he lays bare the truth, echoing with the weight of secrets buried deep within Kenzo's soul. Johan's admission of knowing Kristoff for over 10 years shatters Peter Kepik's assumption and introduces a hidden layer to their relationship. A chill runs down Kepik's spine as Johan's words hang in the air, revealing a past alliance forged in shadows. Johan's backstory as a survivor of the Kinderheim massacre provides a chilling glimpse into his traumatic past and foreshadows his potential psychological instability. The echo of screams lingers in the air, painting a horrifying picture of childhood innocence ripped away by unimaginable violence. The revelation that Johan abandoned him during the massacre introduces a chilling element of betrayal and highlights their shared trauma. Trust fractures like glass, leaving behind jagged shards of pain as the weight of betrayal sinks in. Johan's appearance after his supposed disappearance adds a layer of mystery and foreshadows his manipulative nature. A shadow emerges from the darkness, casting doubt on everything that was believed, leaving a sense of unease hanging in the air. Johan's reference to their childhood plans suggests a long-standing ambition and hints at the true nature of his relationship with Kristoff. A dangerous pact forged in youth casts a long shadow over their present, revealing a path paved with ambition. Kristoff's outburst reveals his anger and pain stemming from Johan's past actions and the severity of his injuries. Rage boils over, exposing the raw vulnerability beneath Kristoff's facade as the full extent of Johan's cruelty becomes apparent. Johan's declaration of world domination through Kristoff showcases his manipulative nature and ambition, hinting at a dark future. A sinister grin spreads across Johan's face as he reveals his ultimate goal: to reshape the world in his own twisted image. Kenzo's hesitant demeanor indicates a struggle between his hatred for Johan and a lingering sense of loyalty. Torn between rage and regret, Kenzo grapples with the ghosts of their shared past. Johan's manipulation through Kenzo's memory and emotions highlights his cunning and ability to exploit weakness. Like a puppeteer, Johan strings together Kenzo's pain, twisting it to serve his own sinister agenda. The revelation of Kenzo's connection to Johan through their shared childhood adds a layer of complexity to their relationship. A forgotten bond, woven in innocence, now twisted by darkness, threatens to consume them both. Johan's manipulation extends to Kenzo, urging him towards a path aligned with his own agenda. A seductive whisper promises power and revenge, leading Kenzo down a perilous road. Johan's icy words hang in the air, a chilling decoration that foreshadows a storm of violence. His twisted mind, laid bare, reveals his dark intent to extinguish Tenma's life, echoing the horrors of their past encounter. A reckoning is upon them. Tenma stands on the precipice of oblivion, yet he offers himself up as a sacrifice for Johan, a testament to his unwavering commitment. This act, born from guilt and a desperate yearning tone for past sins, throws Tenma into the heart of a maelstrom. A pivotal shift occurs as Johan, with chilling clarity, unveils the intricate threads connecting him to Tenma. He seeks to exploit this bond, twisting it into a weapon in his arsenal. Their relationship, once fragile, now becomes a battlefield of manipulation and despair. Johan's acceptance of death is a chilling revelation, a nihilistic stance that transcends conventional morality. His detachment from life foreshadows his willingness to descend into darkness, to cross any line in pursuit of his twisted goals. The air crackles with Johan's obsession, his desire for control extending even into death itself. His words drip with a sinister intent, hinting at an agenda far darker than the eye can see, an insatiable hunger that knows no bounds. Johan's fractured psyche bleeds through his words, revealing a lifetime of trauma and a reality warped by the horrors he endured within the Red Rose Mansion. His experiences have left an indelible mark, twisting his perception of the world around him. Johan, like a puppet master, begins to unravel Tenma's past, exploiting their shared history for his own sinister ends. His manipulative nature is laid bare, as he seeks to weaponize their connection against them. A narrative shift occurs as Johan spins a web of deceit, presenting a distorted account of events. The line between truth and manipulation blurs, leaving Tenma adrift in a sea of uncertainty. The Red Rose Mansion, a place of nightmares, looms large, its chilling description echoing Johan's descent into darkness. The screams that echo through its halls hint at the unspeakable horrors he has witnessed and endured. Johan lays bare his twisted worldview, suggesting that humanity is malleable, a canvas upon which he can paint his own terrifying masterpiece. This chilling perspective foreshadows his manipulative tactics and disregard for human life. Johan's chilling statement reveals the true nature of his experiment, a twisted quest for control and manipulation. His ambition knows no bounds, his ruthlessness a chilling testament to his depravity. Fear reigns supreme as Johan orchestrates chaos, using terror and uncertainty to ensnare those around him. His mastery of manipulation highlights the vulnerability of power, revealing how easily even the strongest can be brought down by fear. Johan's escape from the Red Rose Mansion marks a turning point, ushering in an era of violence and destruction. His resourcefulness and determination to survive at any cost paved the way for his descent into darkness. Tenma's recollection of Johan's story reveals a deep and painful bond forged in trauma. Their shared experiences continue to haunt them both, fueling Tenma's struggle with guilt and his desperate yearning to understand the darkness that consumes Johan. A voice, grave and deep, echoes through Nina Fortner's soul as Drea. Kenzo Tenma uncovers the horrific truth about Johan Liebert, a revelation that shatters their shared past and exposes the monstrous architect behind it all. It was Johan, twisting their experiences like clay, molding them into the very fuel for his own terrifying ascent. The weight of Tenma's confession crushes Nina, a suffocating realization of her connection to Johann. Her world splinters as she grapples with an inescapable truth, the guilt, the responsibility for fueling the darkness that consumes him. A choked sob escapes her lips as she whispers, "It's my fault that Johann." Tenma recounts Johann's chilling response to his confession, a complex symphony of emotions played on his face. It was a glimpse into the depths of his manipulative nature, hinting at a flicker of vulnerability beneath his calculated facade. A smile, a tear. The doctor wonders what lurks within that twisted mind, haunted by Johann's potential for self-destruction. Tenma's plea cuts through the despair. He begs Nina for her own safety, his voice raw with the weight of their shared past and an enduring concern for her well-being. "If you died, if something happened to you, what would I do?" His plea morphs into a desperate cry, a raw appeal for Nina's life. The echoes of Johann's influence reverberate through their lives, threatening to consume them both. "Please live," he pleads, his voice cracking with fear. "I'm begging you." A detective's words hang in the air, casting a chilling shadow over their pursuit. Johann, driven by a sinister purpose, is targeting Franz Bonaparte and his son in Prague, aiming to extinguish the legacy of violence that binds them. A grim whisper, Johann is most likely off to kill Franz Bonaparte. His son is in Prague. Uncertainty hangs heavy as the detective grapples with Johann's motives. However, he cautions, "I don't know if it will end there. I don't know if that will be the limit of his destruction." A missing memory, shrouded in secrecy, connects Johann and Nina's past. A vital piece of the puzzle remains hidden, waiting to be uncovered. There's one more thing inside Johann. The detective muses, "What was that memory? The thing that we were trying to create, Franz." Franz Bonaparte's voice trembles with desperation as he pleads for his life. He is a prisoner of fear, realizing the immense threat posed by Johann. His plea is a fragile whisper, "Please live. I'm sure that the place you're supposed to go to, the place we're supposed to go to, exists."
Yeah.
New presence enters the fray, a figure shrouded in mystery, connected to Johann and wielding immense power. Their arrival sets the stage for a confrontation of epic proportions. "Hey," the figure states calmly, their voice echoing with an unsettling call. "I'm glad you could make it." Johann's words carry a weight of revelation, hinting at a shift in his perspective. He speaks of awakening from a dream, his voice resonating with newfound clarity. "I've awakened from my dream," he declares. "What about your plan?" In a chilling revelation, Johann reveals that he has witnessed the end countless times, but now something is different. "I've seen the end many times," he admits, "but now I see something different." His words echo with a sense of defiance and a potential for breaking free from his predetermined path. Ruhenheim emerges as a focal point, a place steeped in Johann's past and foreshadowing its role in his ultimate fate. "Ruhenheim," Johann whispers with newfound conviction, "this is it. Yes." The jam, a simple testament to Conrad's quiet goodness, hangs in the air like a fragile hope against the gathering storm of violence and paranoia. His homemade creation, a symbol of innocence, stands in stark contrast to the darkness that threatens to consume them all. The idyllic farce of Zweifelstadt shatters as ordinary events are twisted into chilling premonitions. The whispers start, suspicion festers like a wound, and the air grows thick with fear. It's a slow burn, an ember that ignites into a wildfire. The animosity between Ralph and Johann crackles with unspoken tension. A chasm opens, bridged only by venomous words. It's a silent duel of wills. A clash that promises to erupt into something far more dangerous. Johann's paranoia spirals, his grip on reality loosening with each passing moment. His fear becomes a monster, feeding on every perceived threat and twisting the truth into grotesque shapes. Johann, blinded by desperation and greed, begins to rationalize away his morals, sacrificing principle for a chance at power. The line between right and wrong blurs, leaving him vulnerable to the darkness within. Conrad's inherent goodness stands in stark contrast to Johann's darkening intentions, a beacon of light amidst the encroaching shadows. But can innocence survive in this twisted world? The innocent facade crumbles, revealing a web of deceit and suspicion. Trust evaporates, leaving only raw accusations and desperate denials. The game has changed, the stakes are higher, and nothing will ever be the same. A new player enters the fray, his motive shrouded in mystery. He speaks of alcohol and despair, a hint at deeper pain hidden beneath the surface. Who is this man, and what role will he play in the unfolding drama? Johann's connection to Franz Bonaparte deepens, revealing a hidden agenda that threatens to unravel everything. Is this a chance for redemption or a descent into darkness? Time is running out. Johann's race against fate becomes a desperate struggle for survival. Every second counts, every clue matters. Will he unravel the truth before it's too late? Nina, a haunting figure from Johann's past, reveals herself through the doll, a thread connecting him to his deepest fears and desires. The line between reality and illusion blurs, leaving Johann vulnerable to manipulation. Despite his strength, Johann's vulnerability shines through. He seeks solace and protection from those around him, admitting his fear and desperation. Dr. Reachwine and Dieter emerge as potential allies for Johann, offering support and guidance in his quest for answers. Can they help him navigate the treacherous path ahead? Driven by relentless curiosity, Johann digs deeper into the mysteries surrounding Franz Bonaparte. He seeks answers, piecing together clues and unraveling a web of secrets. Johann's investigation reveals chilling truths about Franz Bonaparte, exposing his true nature and unveiling a past shrouded in darkness. The closer Johann gets to the truth, the more dangerous his journey becomes. A chilling realization grips Inspector Lunge. This dialogue reveals his profound understanding of Johann Liebert, a man consumed by his own identity, devoured by the very truth he seeks. Two men obsessed with uncovering the past now stand face to face, poised for a confrontation that will shatter their souls. Temma's world begins to unravel. This statement unleashes a torrent of unsettling questions within him. The connection between Johann and Klaus Popp emerges from the shadows, a chilling whisper hinting at darker truths about Johann's past and his sinister motives. A fragmented memory flickers to life. The postcard sketch, coupled with Temma's hazy recollections of his childhood, ignites a desperate search for answers. A hidden town in Germany emerges from the mists of time, a potential key to unlocking Johann's secrets. The line between pursuit and peril blurs. This exchange ignites a primal fear within Tenma, revealing the escalating danger surrounding him and Johann's path. A confrontation looms, casting a long shadow over their destinies. A desperate plea for salvation echoes in the darkness. Tenma's words drip with raw desperation, fueled by his love for Nina and his yearning for an ending free from tragedy. The stakes are raised, human life hangs precariously in the balance. Johann's twisted genius unleashes a nightmare. This chilling revelation exposes his perverse intent to recreate past tragedies to inflict pain upon innocent souls. A new wave of violence threatens to engulf everything in its path. Ruhenheim is consumed by a suffocating darkness. The relentless rain isolates the town, amplifying the tension and claustrophobia that grips its inhabitants. A sense of impending doom hangs heavy in the air, foreshadowing a violent climax. Terror takes root in the heart of Ruhenheim. The escalating violence shatters the illusion of peace and order. Fear becomes a palpable force, gripping the residents as they become increasingly isolated and vulnerable. Paranoia grips Ruhenheim. The residents cast suspicion upon outsiders, their fear transforming into a dangerous distrust. The very fabric of their community unravels as communication breaks down and isolation deepens. Conrad's muddy shoes whisper a dark secret. The discovery casts a shadow over his whereabouts, raising suspicions about his potential involvement in the escalating violence. A trail of deceit and danger leads deeper into the heart of the mystery. Klaus Popper's past reveals a chilling new layer. A unique picture book, different from his other works, emerges as a potential turning point. This revelation hints at hidden motives and unexplored depths within his character. A haunting contrast chills the soul. Klaus Popper's disturbing stories stand in stark contrast to his seemingly peaceful art style. This unsettling juxtaposition foreshadows a deeper understanding of his character, a man wrestling with darkness within himself. Fiction bleeds into reality. The revelation that Ruhenheim is the town from Klaus Popper's story and its matching mountain description creates a chilling connection between imagination and reality. The lines blur, leaving us questioning what is real and what is imagined. Two destinies collide. The final moments of the episode suggest an imminent confrontation between Tenma and Johann. Ruhenheim, now isolated and under threat, becomes a potential battleground where the conflicting paths will converge. reveals Johan's manipulative nature and Nina's vulnerability. In a chillingly detached voice, Johan's words echo the emptiness he has embraced. His quest for freedom has led him to a desolate landscape where even the echoes of love have faded, leaving behind only the stark silence of solitude. Detective Suk's relentless pursuit probes deeper than Johan's carefully constructed facade, revealing the scars of a past he desperately tries to conceal. The detective's piercing gaze hints at a dangerous truth. Johan's tangled web extends back to the shadowy Red Rose mansion, and their paths are destined to collide. Johan's confession unravels the agonizing tapestry of his childhood, revealing a profound wound inflicted by the Red Rose mansion. The weight of betrayal and manipulation hangs heavy in the air, exposing the deep-seated trauma that has shaped him into the enigmatic figure he is today. Johan's quest for truth plunges him deeper into the labyrinthine secrets of his past. A glimmer of hope emerges through the enigmatic radio program host, a thread connecting Johan to the chilling brainwashing experiments conducted within the Red Rose mansion walls. Torn between his past and the faintest glimmer of hope, Johan's internal struggle intensifies. He yearns for redemption, desperately seeking answers that may lead him to a semblance of peace, a chance to reclaim his shattered identity. Johan's words drip with the agonizing torment of his past. His childhood was a prison within the Red Rose mansion walls, a place where innocence was stolen and replaced by a desperate hunger for escape. This haunting plea reveals his manipulative nature, a twisted reflection of the scars he carries. Nina's fractured memories echo the insidious manipulation inflicted upon her within the Red Rose mansion. The fragments she recovers reveal a chilling truth, a life stolen and replaced with carefully constructed illusions, hinting at a connection to Johan that both terrifies and intrigues. Dr. Rachwine's name carries weight in this hushed conversation, foreshadowing his imminent entanglement with the unraveling truth surrounding Nina and Johan. A perilous journey into the darkest recesses of their past is about to unfold. Kenzo Tenma's cryptic message speaks volumes, a desperate plea to break the cycle of violence that has ensnared Johan and those around him. His words hang heavy, hinting at a confrontation that could change everything. Nina's memories flood back, shattering the carefully constructed facade she had built to protect herself from the horrors of her past. The truth about Johan emerges, a searing revelation that sets the stage for a confrontation that will redefine their destinies. Johan's true nature unravels, a master of deception who sheds identities like masks, leaving behind only a trail of unanswered questions. His words drip with chilling detachment, revealing the depths of his manipulation and the fragility of any truth he may offer. Nina's resolve strengthens as she confronts Johan's twisted reality. She recognizes him for what he truly is, a force fueled by darkness and deception, yet her determination to expose him remains unwavering. With courage born from desperation, Nina embraces her role in confronting the darkness that has haunted her life. Her words echo with a newfound strength, a willingness to sacrifice everything to break the cycle of violence and save those still trapped within its grasp. Johan's final words resonate with the haunting echo of his fractured psyche. His twisted worldview paints a bleak picture, a world consumed by violence, where innocence is shattered and redemption is an elusive dream. This exchange, a whisper in the cacophony of fame, reveals Kenzo's desire for genuine connection beyond superficiality. A longing so profound it hints at his vulnerability, a crack in the facade of celebrity, exposing the hollowness beneath the glittering surface. This is Tenma's lament, a solitary plea echoing through an empty existence. His words paint a portrait of loneliness so profound it reveals a deep-seated human need for companionship, even in the face of isolation. A yearning that cuts to the very core. A sunrise pierces the darkness. This scene marks a turning point in Tenma's life, showcasing his genuine happiness, a newfound purpose blooming within him like a flower reaching for the light. He has found solace in connection. Here, Johan's ambition takes center stage, a monstrous shadow eclipsing Tenma's pursuit of healing. His words, laced with darkness, reveal a distorted worldview, a lust for power that threatens to consume all in its path. Beneath the icicled exterior lies a heart trembling with fear. Johan's confession rips away the mask, revealing his vulnerability, a human flaw even in this monster. His words are a whisper of terror, echoing through the silent corridors of his soul. A thread of connection weaves its way through their intertwined fates. This exchange establishes Nina's link to Johann, hinting at a relationship shrouded in mystery, potentially dangerous and undeniably powerful. The organization's reach extends like a spider web, its tendrils tightening around individuals. This revelation exposes the chilling extent of their influence and control, painting a picture of moral ambiguity where lines blur and innocence is lost. A yearning for normalcy, a longing for peace amidst the chaos. This dialogue highlights Tenma's desire for comfort and stability, revealing a heart that yearns for a life free from the shadows of danger. A battle for legacy brews, a clash of wills fueled by ambition. This statement foreshadows the impending conflict between Johann and his father's past, setting the stage for a power struggle that will shake the very foundations. Manipulation becomes his weapon, a cruel game played with human lives. This exchange reveals Johann's lack of remorse, his willingness to exploit others for personal gain. A chilling testament to the darkness that resides within him. The truth unravels, revealing a sinister conspiracy woven through Johann's rise to power. This line emphasizes the organization's control and manipulation, hinting at a dark web of influence that extends far beyond its perceived limits. Ambition burns like a wildfire, consuming all in its path. This statement emphasizes Johann's ruthless pursuit of his goals, highlighting his willingness to sacrifice anything and anyone to achieve his twisted desires. A confrontation looms, the clash of two destinies on a collision course. This revelation shows Tenma's growing awareness of Johann's true nature and the impending danger he poses, setting the stage for a potentially devastating reckoning. Even in darkness, hope flickers like a fragile flame. This final exchange captures Tenma's newfound optimism and hope, suggesting a path towards redemption amidst the looming shadows. Introduces the power dynamic between Dr. Kenzo Tenma and Johann Liebert, emphasizing Johann's manipulative nature. A viper in sheep's clothing, Johann reveals his cunning through subtle manipulation, planting the seed of dependence within Dr. Tenma. This fateful encounter sets the stage for a deadly game of cat and mouse. As Johann's shadow stretches long, an air of chilling dread descends upon those around him. A whisper travels on the wind, a portent of darkness to come. Johann's web of influence tightens, ensnaring not just individuals, but entire systems. His power transcends mere actions, becoming an unstoppable force shaping destinies. Silence descends like a shroud, a life snuffed out, leaving behind a void that echoes with unanswered questions. The world reels from the loss of the baby, a harbinger of chaos to come. Dot seeps into the minds of those closest to Johann. Was Peter Kepik a pawn, an unwitting accomplice in this intricate dance of death? Fear, like a wildfire, spreads through the ranks, consuming those connected to Johann. His presence casts a long shadow, breeding paranoia and mistrust. A puppet master orchestrates events from behind the curtain, his every move calculated, his intentions shrouded in mystery. Johann's grip tightens, manipulating lives like chess pieces on a grand, sinister board. Seeking refuge from an encroaching darkness, Peter Kepik clings to the hope of safety, unaware that the walls closing in are not just physical, but psychological. Blind trust becomes a dangerous weapon as Kepik surrenders his agency to those he believes will protect him, unwittingly walking into a deeper abyss. The ground beneath Kepik's feet crumbles. Betrayal and deception fester within the ranks, shattering his illusion of safety and revealing a world far more sinister than he could have imagined. Johann's true face is revealed, a master manipulator who can turn even his closest allies against each other, leaving a trail of broken trust and shattered lives in his wake. From the ashes of history rises a monstrous truth: Johann Liebert's connection to Franz Bonaparte, a conspiracy spanning generations, fueled by an insatiable hunger for power and control. The echoes of Johann's actions reverberate through time. A chilling prophecy unfolds, humanity teetering on the precipice, trapped in a cycle of violence and despair. The air crackles with tension. Inspector Lunge arrives in Ruenheim, his presence like a storm cloud over the placid surface of this seemingly innocent town. His arrival sets off an unstoppable chain reaction, revealing a hidden darkness that will plunge Ruenheim into chaos. Lunge's voice drips with foreboding as he inquires about backup. His words hang heavy in the air, a stark contrast to the idyllic facade of Ruenheim. He senses danger lurking beneath the surface, a darkness that threatens to consume all. Tenma's childhood trauma, a haunting memory of a bicycle accident surfaces like a phantom. His words paint a picture of a young boy left shattered by the world, leaving behind scars that run deeper than flesh. Wim bows his head before Tenma, his eyes filled with a desperate longing for approval. This unspoken power dynamic reveals the fragility of Wim's spirit, tethered to Tenma's every whim. Tenma dismisses Lunge and the BKA with cold indifference, his suspicion of authority figures palpable. This confrontation is a tremor in the ground, foreshadowing a collision course between them. Tenma's heart is a fortress, fortified against human connection. He seeks solace in solitude, shunning the warmth of family and friends, a man haunted by the ghosts of his past. A crack appears in Tenma's armor. His willingness to confide his loneliness to this stranger exposes a vulnerability beneath the surface. A flicker of human connection in a desolate heart. Mrs. Hillman clutches her fear like a lifeline, her voice trembling with desperation as she searches for her missing dog. Her fear reflects the fragile thread of security holding this remote town together. Ruenheim's social fabric unravels. The townspeople cling to outsiders like Mr. Neumayer for information, their dependence on him highlighting the town's isolation and fractured connections. Mr. Neumeyer's words drip with veiled secrets. His dismissive attitude towards Lunge suggests a hidden agenda, a web of lies spun within the heart of Ruhenheim. Lunge stands as an outsider, observing the town with detached curiosity. His lack of connection to the townspeople reveals a chasm between them, a divide that threatens to widen. A storm rages within the Wim household. The drunken father's volatile rage exposes a cycle of abuse and neglect, leaving young Wim adrift in a sea of despair. Beneath the veneer of tranquility, Ruhenheim's dark underbelly is exposed. The drunken father and Wim's struggle highlights a truth that lurks beneath the town's idyllic facade. Tenma yearns for simplicity, a life unburdened by the complexities of society. His desire for normalcy reveals a deep-seated longing for peace in a world consumed by chaos. This dialogue cuts deep into Mrs. Hennig's soul, revealing the crippling desperation that gnaws at her heart. Driven to the brink by financial insecurity, it lays bare the path she will soon tread, a treacherous road paved with greed. Mr. Hennig's eyes narrow, his voice laced with skepticism as he senses the insidious grip that his wife's lottery obsession has on her. This mistrust foreshadows a storm brewing within their marriage, a tempest fueled by their financial woes. A chasm of communication yawns between them, revealing the fractured foundation upon which their relationship rests. Mrs. Hennig's relentless pursuit of winning overshadows everything else, her heart blinded by the allure of fortune, leaving Mr. Hennig yearning for connection. Mrs. Hennig brushes aside the shadows of danger that lurk alongside their newfound wealth, a dangerous naivete that whispers of her impending vulnerability. Her casual dismissal foreshadows a tragic awakening to come. A darkness creeps into Mrs. Hennig's heart, twisting her thoughts and warping her perception. Her once ordinary world now teems with paranoia, a chilling manifestation of the psychological prison built by their ill-gotten gains. Fear consumes Mrs. Hennig, fueling irrational thoughts and driving her actions. Her desperation for security spirals into a frantic dance with delusion, a symphony of chaos orchestrated by her own mind. The unfinished paintings stand as silent sentinels, whispering secrets about the artist's tormented soul. They hint at a fractured mind and foreshadow a chilling connection to Tenma's enigmatic case. A disturbing obsession takes root within the artist as he becomes consumed by the enigma of Tenma. His artistic pursuit transforms into a desperate attempt to capture their essence, revealing a hunger that knows no bounds. The air thickens with an ominous foreboding as the artist speaks of the peaceful house. His words are laced with a sinister undercurrent, casting a long shadow over Mr. Neumayer and Inspector Lunge, hinting at a darkness that threatens to engulf them all.